Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. And I just want to give you this interview, tell you about this interview, because the mum of Alice Aguiar, who was one of the three little angels that were killed in the Southport attack. Her mum has finally sat down to talk. So recently, the mums of the other two girls, or the parents of the other two girls, Elsie Dot and Bibi, sat down to talk about their children, their girls. And at the time, the mum of Alice felt like she wasn't ready yet. But now she has sat down with the Liverpool Echo to talk about her daughter and how she wants her daughter to be remembered. So I'm just going to read out the article from the Liverpool Echo, and we're going to look at some pictures of Alice. So Alice Aguiar sat down and spoke to the Echo about her smiling daughter who loved to dance. The mum of Alice da Silva Aguiar has spoken out for the first time since her daughter was killed in the Southport knife attack. Alice, 9 years old, was fatally stabbed, along with Elsie Dot Stankham, 7, and BB King, 6, at a Taylor Swift themed workshop on July the 29th last year. Almost 7 months on, Alice Aguiar, mother of Alice, sat down for her very first media interview as she paid tribute to her daughter, who has loved to dance since she was just 16 months old. Alice reminisced with her friend, Sarah Radley Buck, whose daughter was friends with Alice while they both attended Churchtown Primary School. Smiling and her eyes glistening, Alex recalled, Alice started baby ballet when she was 16 months old and then just carried on. When she was 4, she went to Southport Dance Academy, and from then on, Heidi Liddell was her ballet teacher. She started doing street dance 2 years ago in the same dance academy, but then she stopped after Heidi went off on maternity leave. She was fuming. She kept on doing ballet on Saturdays, and then she used to street dance. On Thursdays, she would do cheerleading at the YMCA and the choir in the school every Tuesday. Outside of school, Alice would often spend her spare time with her mum and dad, Sergio. Alex said, in the weekends we would spend time together. We would go to friends' houses, go out for meals. We were always happy to be us three. We had everything, so what else could we have asked for? Heidi, Alice's dance teacher, was one of 2 adults, along with Leanne Lucas, when the perpetrator entered the heart space on the small business estate in Southport on July the 29th last year. 8 other children were injured in the attack, with Alice, Elsie and Bibi unable to survive the wounds inflicted on them. Last month saw the perpetrator of Banks, Lancashire, sentenced to 52 years in prison. But months on, 34-year-old Alex is focusing her efforts on building a legacy for Alice, with projects to memorialise her, which she said she will share in coming weeks and months. And Sarah, 33, has been helping Alex, a caring assistant, in the aftermath of the attack, with one-on-one fitness sessions at her gym, PWR Box, in the town centre for free. That's kind of her, isn't it? Sitting in the closed studio, the pair glanced and smiled at each other as they shared memories of Alice, who should have turned 10 in October last year. Sarah said, "I have lots of memories of Alice, beaming out of school, telling me lots of stories. She was so happy and funny. Things like parties, the school disco where Alice would have the longest hair." And she did have long hair. I've got a lovely, look at this hair. Look at this hair. So beautiful. Bless her. So yeah, Alice would have the longest hair, Alex continued. Alice and Briar, and of course that's the other lady's daughter, would do a video call before the disco saying what they were going to wear. They all had to be the same. I remember, it's funny that, isn't it? When you're young and you want to wear the same as your bestie, same clothes. And of course, when you get older, you don't. It's a nightmare if you turn up in the same clothes as someone. Throughout their time, remembering fond memories of Alice, laughter filled the room. It's nice that they can now laugh and remembering Alice. Alex and Sarah, who have become reliant on each other as they continue their sessions weekly, smiled throughout. It's just so nice that we managed to find, some positivity, isn't it? They continued to discuss how their daughters would often wear the same costumes for Halloween, most recently going as Wednesday Addams together, with Alice not needing the fake hair. Alex and Sergio moved to Southport in 2010 due to Sergio's brother living in the area, settling in Marshside where Alice was raised. Alice enrolled at Churchdown Primary School, where her class was her family, due to her being an only child, Alex explained. Now, Alex sees Southport as home, with no need to return to her native Portugal, where most of her family reside. She said, "Everyone has been incredible. People who don't know us, and we're not from here, and we've got so much help. People have been very kind, wanting to help us. We didn't expect that. We feel at home, and we don't feel like we have to go back." I mean, it sounds like a very, very supportive community, doesn't it? This community. Look at that little angel. Bless. Sarah, her mum of two to Briar and her sister Amara, 7, is set to compete in her third ever boxing match at the Grand in Southport on Saturday, February the 22nd, in Alice's name. She has launched a Just Giving page where she has already raised £2,355 for the grieving couple, with the hope of raising more. Paying tribute to Alice, who she first met in 2018, Sarah said, "I remember lots of happy memories. We used to walk the same way out of school, where we would have all our conversations, and Alice would be talking about things she was doing and what was coming up." That must be, I expect that's Alice's first day at school in her uniform. So, yeah. So Alice's mum has spoken up, trying to leave a positive legacy for her daughter, positive memories. She wants people to know her daughter for who she was, not what happened on that horrible day. This is her daughter. This is how beautiful she is. This is her personality. This is what she got up to, what she did. This is what we should be remembering these children for. Not for what unfortunately happened to them when evil walked into that workshop that day. So I just thought I would bring that to you. I think it's important. Obviously, her mum wants this message to be heard. She's finally sat down and spoken, given an interview. So we'll just finish off. I'm going to play back those photos of Alice. I'm going to light a candle for Alice, and her family. And this is how we should all think about Alice, not unfortunately what she was reduced to by that evil person that walked into that workshop on that day, what should have been a happy day for Alice, Elsie and BB. See you really soon in the next video. And until then, as always, may your God forever go with you.